fam, that's what they call me.
It's your boy, Mr. Words from the Wise. Got my boy Hurricane.
What up?
So we was having a deep discussion about the COVID-19 and how we're noticing like the energy shift in society. Bro, what is your views on the things that's going on, man?
My views on it, to be honest, is more I feel like we fear death, but we can't accept it. You know, we all have that fear of dying. You know, everyone has that.
But like, why do we fear death in the first place? You know,
why? Because you get people. You know, you have your selfish people. They want to live forever. They want to live. They want. You know. You got people that they're afraid because they haven't accomplished their goals yet. Some people have they're goal driven. They want to accomplish their goals.
They have a lot of regrets.
Correct. They live with regret. But at the same time, we got to realize that there's multiple ways of dying. You could die in your sleep for no apparent reason. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? It's not just the COVID-19. You got every little thing we do, we got to worry about. Mm-hmm. We don't know the after effect. You know what I'm saying? Just like whatever, like eating too good, eating healthy all the time may be good for you, but if you overdo it, it can be bad for you as well. Same thing with eating bad. Everything has to be done in moderation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's come to the fact where it's like right now, it doesn't even feel. Yeah, we're quarantined. Yeah, we have to be monitor a little bit, watch what we do. But at the same time, I feel like this is more of I'm not the spiritual type, but this is more of God telling us, hey, you're grounded. Mm-hmm. This is time for more of spiritual development. Mental development, to grow. Look within yourself to grow as a human being, an individual. Yes. How to be a better person, how to overcome things better. Mm-hmm. How to there's so many different ways of learning. You know what I mean? Like right now, we have to learn within ourselves. Yep. Like, damn, what did we do to not take notice of the little things? Because remember, the COVID-19 started with what? Animals. Started in something small, and look what happened. We didn't think about it. We let it. Oh, whatever. It's in a different country. It can't affect it.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about
a lot of people think like that. You know what I mean? We have to come to the realization, dude. Anything can freaking happen. Mm-hmm. Always expect the unexpected. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just like.
And something that I noticed too with the whole energy shift. Mm-hmm. Now my whole daily base things that I do on a daily basis. If it's work, it's gym, home, it's simple. But once I noticed the energy shift in society, the term fearmonger kept on popping up. I'm like, I feel that the media, is making people paranoid. And when people are paranoid, the first thing they do, they react based off of their instinct. If they're fearful, they're going to do things based off of fear.
Correct.
Correct.
Not only that, the way I see it, sorry to cut you off, but it's also social media. Everything, like you said, the news. It's almost like they're promoting fear, and it's also a type of way of controlling. Think about it. The fearful will be controlled.
True. Because, not trying to get deep into the whole conspiracy theories and things of that nature, but the best way to control the masses is through fear. I can easily talk about, what my ancestors experienced and things of that nature when it comes down to fear and utilizing that to keep them mentally enslaved. In this type of scenario, using fear and controlling them based off of that one energy source, because last time I checked, you told me that you're not really that spiritual in a sense, but on a spiritual sense, fear is a very low vibration. So if you're constantly governing yourself off of fear in a low, spiritual vibration, you are susceptible to a lot of negative things. You can easily get manipulated. You can easily make other individuals use you and lead you like a sheep. And a lot of people honestly believe everything that the media say. And that's one of the biggest things that that make me want to rebel against that, because I can't really take everything the media say as the truth. I got to take everything with a grain of salt. A lot of individuals don't know how to do their own individual research.
Or not even that. How about you go outside and experience it yourself? If it's really that bad as they say, yeah, it's bad right now. I understand. COVID-19, we're all quarantined, but not every single place is affected as much as everywhere else. Mm-hmm. Everyone has their own kind of experience, their own issue they're dealing with. Certain places got it worse than we do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we can't just go off of one place being that way. You know what I mean? One city or one state is going through that, then every single other state is going through the exact same thing. Yeah. No, that's just step outside. Are the birds still moving? You know what I mean? Like,
you know, like when I hear that, the first thing that comes across my mind is like a hurricane season. You know, we live in Florida,
correct,
and we don't know the hurricane is coming unless we look on the media. You know. Now, we can easily go outside and see the birds, see people still playing things in that nature, but we don't know if the storm is really coming.
Exactly.
You know, not trying to say that everything the media say when, you know, coming out of a hurricane is the truth, but nature always gives off some type of sign.
Correct.
You know, and the sign that I noticed in this particular situation, based off everything I see on social media, Mother Earth is literally healing itself. You know, I see the ozone layer is repairing itself. I'm seeing a lot of positive things, you know.
It's almost like it's taking a break.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it's my time to relax. You guys had plenty of time. You know what I mean? So.
And it's crazy because, you know, a lot of people getting laid off. You know, a lot of people lost their life because of the COVID-19. And that's sad because, you know, no one wants to miss a loved one.
Of course not. No
over a disease, you know, especially the elderly, you know.
Of course, man.
You know, so seeing people getting laid off, a whole lot of fatalities and things of that nature, you know, it's very difficult for some individuals to keep a positive mind frame. And me seeing all of these things that's going on through, you know, social media, I kind of, you know, I question myself in the sense of the COVID-19 is not really overwhelming me on an emotional level, you know, because I see for what it is, but it's kind of like my instinct tells me, all right, prepare for the worst case scenario. So if it does happen and you come across it and it's not really that bad, you can be like, all right, well, at least I was prepared for it. But, you know, some people go 0 to 50, some people go 0 to 100. Like when we go to like Walmart, Publix, or any other, you know, shopping market, you see all the shelves is completely empty. You know, like everything that's going on with the hand sanitizer and the toilet paper. When I seen that going viral and crazy, I'm looking like, yo, it can't be that serious. You know, people fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a little ridiculous when you think of it. It's a respiratory.
Yeah, like
it's a respiratory.
It affects your immune system.
Exactly, it's
like,
a respiratory disease. It's not something you're gonna get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you said, it's fear. There's a level of fear where you're driven to that point, like, oh my God, I gotta get this. You know what I mean? That's sometimes how it is too. There's the people that are fearful, and there's the people that are not fearful. Some people are mentally stronger than others. Some people are not. It all depends on them as a human being, as an individual.
Yeah, you know something else that I've been watching on social media and things of that nature. I've been seeing a whole lot of challenges that's been going on. I've been doing the push-up challenge, and people tagging me, you know, and people doing shots. I see people being active, you know,
being productive, doing something to keep their minds at ease,
you know. And I find so much beauty in that, because not only, of course, the gyms is closed, so people got to work out at home. But you see more people out on bikes. You see more people, you know, being more physically active at the park or at home with things of that nature. They're not really channeling that energy into a negative source as fear-mongering, you know.
Correct.
They're finding ways to be more productive, like you just said, and trying to find a positive outlet from the whole entire, you know, situation.
Once again, this also could bring more union, because there's a lot of people that come from broken homes, from broken families. This also could be a crucial time to repair those bonds.
True. You know, like get close to, you know,
get close to your mom, get close to your dad, get close to your cousin.
You got a crazy work schedule,
you know what I mean?
Nature, yeah.
Exactly. So now, even relationships as well. You know what I mean? People that are just now getting married or just now moving in together, they haven't really been able to spend that quality time to really know each other from the inside out. You know, you can either make it or break it, or it can make you stronger. Like, damn, wow, you really are a good human being. Or, you know what I mean? They question little things like that. Like, damn, you really are a good woman, or you really are a good dude. Like, fuck, I really picked a good woman. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Attention to the small things.
That's exactly.
That's so important.
Those are the little things that we seem to forget as human beings.
And, you know,
I'm not saying that we're all, you know, selfish and self-centered, but we're not. It's almost like we're not aware of our surroundings anymore.
Because we're so set.
We're so set on a daily schedule. Everything is how do I say is a schedule. Mm-hmm. Everything we do is a schedule. Mm-hmm. Spend time with the wife. Spend time with your girlfriend. Do this. Everything has to be. Everything is on a schedule. When it's like.
Now, once you're not grounded, because like the COVID-19, now people is not. I don't want to say confused, but their schedule is out of whack.
Or it's like they're it's more of like, I have too much time. What do I do? They're not used to having that kind of time. It's just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like say for example, there's people. You got the rich that have that kind of time. The athletes that have that kind of time. Celebrities that have that kind of time where, they work their asses off to get where they get to have that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So like, okay, I don't have to be at work all day. I can go to work for 4 hours a day and I can go spend time with my wife, kids, girlfriend, family, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now it's more of like, it's almost like you're tying those loose ends. Mm-hmm. It's like you're rekindling all, what made you fall in love in the first place with that particular person. Mm-hmm. Why'd you get married? Why'd you do this? And now it's like, damn, now you really get to admire and cherish because you got that time now. Yeah. So use it wisely while it lasts.
Thank you.
Till you go back to a scheduled life where you start arguing again and about the stupidest things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You're right about that, And that's something that we really don't get back in time. Get back, which is time and energy.
Correct.
So because of the COVID-19, a lot of individuals has a lot of time and a lot of energy, and majority of them are normally using it in a negative way because they're allowing the media or they're listening to the neighbors or listening to a negative source, which put them in a petrified state, which is really not healthy. Because last time I checked, stress kills.
Oh, hell yeah.
So if stress kills
you from the inside
and you're constantly entertaining negative thoughts, we think it's going to happen. The way I look at it, your thoughts alone is going to kill you before the COVID-19.
Yes.
Because of the
stress. More you fear, the more stress you're going to put on your immune system, your mental conditioning, your whole body. You're just going to stress yourself out to that point. So where you can even get it yourself by doing that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Who's to say, who's to say that you don't stress? We don't fear it so much that we overstress our body to the point where our immune system drops and you end up getting COVID-19.
Yeah.
So now it's like, guys, stay strong. Mm-hmm. It's all about mental strength.
So what do you do to stay mentally strong, bro?
What do I do to stay mentally strong? Obviously, I do kickboxing. I do martial arts. I love to read. I'm a huge bookworm. I don't look like it. Look like a fucking tool. But that's the point. Reading, watching a lot of, YouTube videos that educate me, like, infographics channel. There's even spiritual stuff I like to read.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Just things that get me in a positive state of mind, or even just, all right, I woke up. I'm happy. You know what I mean? You gotta show that. Those are the little things. You know what I mean? There's like, we seem to forget, like, be grateful for even waking up.
True. A lot of people don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or even, all right, say if you're in a negative state of mind, what can you do to counter it? What can you do to make yourself happy again? Mm-hmm. Go listen to music, read your favorite book, watch an old movie where you even reminisce about memories you had with your significant other in the past that you laughed about, or even with your friends. Watch something that's like, then later on you realize you're like, what the fuck was I said about 30 minutes ago, or even an hour ago, or the day before? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine with this extra time and energy? Mm-hmm. Now, you notice, when we get busy with life, we tend to forget our goals and dreams, including our passions.
Yes.
Now
we tend to blockade ourselves with other things, with other thoughts, with what's the word I'm looking for? More of almost like the hunter-gatherer mindset, where we're focused mostly on hunting. It's like, all right, what do you do when you have everything you want, everything you need?
People want more and more and more.
That's another thing where we can't get greedy.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's very difficult for them to be content, be satisfied. That's why a lot of motivational speakers, a lot of people always talk about inner peace is the key to happiness. Success, you define your own success, you define your own happiness. Some individuals that have that gathering mentality that want to hunt. They're, where I look at it, they're looking for external validation when in all reality it's just internal validation. You know?
It almost is like, sorry to cut you off again, it's almost like they want internal validation from the outside, from some other people. It's like, you don't need that. You are yourself. You yourself are your own individual. You have a choice.
Can you imagine, bro, the things that can manifest if people focus on the passion? Like, make it so, man, I have a friend that's good with video editing and tripod crew. Check it out, bro. Yo, he's been focusing on his craft on a daily, and that's his passion. You know, so you passionate about your martial arts. You know, I'm passionate about fitness. I've been doing intermittent fasting, been doing my video game live streams. Even though I die a lot, but you know, just imagine.
So have fun doing it.
People utilizing this time at this moment and their energy into their passion and make something out of this moment. Because the way I look at it, man, as long as you have a creative mindset, as soon as you channel your energy towards it, that time and energy and your passion to it, there's endless amount of possibilities that you can produce. Because with imagination, it's endless.
Right.
You know, and I see throughout social media people doing TikTok. I seen a TikTok video that was so creative, you know, and I see people getting creative with the home workouts, you know. So even though the COVID-19, you know, is very detrimental to society and economic system at this moment, there's people still utilizing this time and energy to produce something, which I think is very beautiful, man. It's crazy.
The way I see it is they're doing what makes them happy.
Yeah. And imagine people can at least, when everything do go back to normal, you know, at least invest at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes. 10
into
minutes,
your own craft. What makes you happy?
Exactly, into something you are passionate about, into something you love. Better yet, into something that made you who you are.
Yes. Made
you as a person, as an individual. You know what I mean? We're all human beings, but what made you as that particular individual is what.
That's all that really matters, you know. And I can easily be an overly optimistic person. You know, we've been friends for a very long time, and when I seen everything going on, I'm like, you know what? I feel too at peace to the point where I was questioning it. But then I had to think, like, well, maybe, you know, I'm happy with the kind of person that I am. You know, I'm very hopeful for the future. You know, and I'm gonna do what's needed in order to make sure the future become what I want it to be. You know, because I don't see the benefit in investing my time and energy into negative thinking about, you know, what could happen because of the COVID-19, you know, on a daily basis, tell the people I love them, to my family, you know, and make sure I do the things that I want in my life, and make sure at the end of the day, as long as I did everything that makes me happy, that's all that should really matters, you know.
Correct.
And I feel like if everybody will be able to utilize that time and energy currently right now into doing things in that like sort of fashion, I feel that a lot of individuals would be more fulfilled, more happy. Because now, just imagine if there was no social media and all this was going on, what would you do now? You know, you won't be able to compare yourself to other people, which a lot of people do. Which
is it's good and bad, because it's like everyone is their own individual person. No one has the same traits. No one has the same physical attributes. No one can do everything the same as that particular individual. So why compare yourself to someone? It's, you know, it just makes no sense. Life shouldn't be about competition. Because when we compare, it's almost like we're always competing.
But see, I look at competition. You know, there's a good form of competition and a bad form of competition. Let's say we both trying to do physique competition, right? And we look at each other as competitors, and we pushing each other to become the best version of ourselves, but we're not utilizing that energy to be combative towards each other, you know? While we got others that have that crab in a bucket mentality.
Yeah, where it's like, I'm better than you, I'm better than you.
Yeah, like, you know, like, there's a good type of competition and a bad, you know, that's the way I look at it, you know. And everything that's going on in society with COVID-19, I see a lot of YouTube content creators coming together, creating content, making magic, you know, networking, and utilizing this time right now to produce something, which is good, you know. And that's what I really find interesting about, you know, this harsh time now, because a lot of people are saying that, you know, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse. I'm like, well, it will only get worse if you think it's going to get worse. You know, rather than thinking negative about it, you know, take precaution.
Take precaution.
You know, they say, you know, keep your hands clean, you know, which is supposed to be simple, you know, and make sure, you know, you're not in open, like, around a lot of crowds and things of that nature. It shouldn't be that difficult to at least maintain your health. If you're eating right, you're making sure you do everything that's necessary in order to be healthy. But of course, you know, the COVID-19 can affect, you know, individuals at an older age, you know. So it got to the point where, you know, some individuals not aware if they're affected or not, and they go around, you know, older, you know, woman or man, they can easily increase their risk of that person catching it if they're not even aware that they have it, you know. So moments like this, the best thing we can really do, rather than investing our time and energy into thinking negative and thinking the worst and acting out in a petrified state, do what's needed to not only survive this moment in time right now with the COVID-19, by saying that, you know, you can
become better, become stronger, become more, you know, more mentally aware of your surroundings, more aware of the little things. Don't take everything for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's almost like it's I was gonna say it's nature's way of telling you to wake up call.
You know, it makes it so crazy. I heard someone say on social media that we're the virus and Mother Nature is basically trying to heal itself, you know. And when I heard that, you know, some people disagree, some people agree, but it's kind of like, you know, I see the deep meaning behind it, you know. So once the whole COVID-19, you know, situation ceased to exist, you know, knowing within this period Mother Nature is slowly but surely healing itself, we can utilize the future to make sure Mother Nature is actually in a better state as well, even though we really can control the future, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But I'm hoping for the future, man. What is your plans for the future? How you think society is going to be after the COVID-19?
A lot more mentally stronger. You know, we got this. We're all fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the old saying goes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Right now, it's just a test. It's testing our mental strength, our mental fortitude. You know, how bad, you know what I mean? Right now is a time where it's like, it's more of like unity, which we kind of lost that a long time ago.
Because technically speaking, everybody's supposed to be quarantined.
You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
we can't have unity right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Like, my boys up in prison. Like, this ain't their first lockdown. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, I think once the COVID-19 ceases to exist, it will get better. Yes, we're going to get a few bumps in the road, you know.
Always do.
But it's going to get better. But we will only get better as a society if we stop allowing things to overwhelm us on an emotional level. You know, if we see danger coming, all right, stay grounded and muscle through it.
Yeah.
You know, rather than allowing the fearmongers to keep us scared, keep us confused, and lead us down our own path of destruction. Like, I've seen some individuals licking toilet seats for attention, and now they caught something. I'm looking like, who does that? Who does that? You know what I mean? But that's
a whole different. That's a different topic for a different day. Like, no.
So, in the last words, bro, in the words of encouragement,
stay mentally strong, guys. That's it. We got this.
And what my last words is, I'm always saying keep a positive mind frame and optimistic spirit. And the reason why I'm very repetitive with that phrase is simply because I believe in the power of the tongue. I believe you can speak your reality. All right. If you speak positivity within your realm, your realm will become more positive. Not to the point where, you become delusional. No. Positive words will raise up your vibration level, spiritually speaking, And once you get your mind frame where it needs to be, you will be able to think more logically rather than always reacting off of emotions,
Emotions can always be our best friend and our enemy.
Yes, it's a blessing and a curse.
Yep.
So, if you survived this entire video, we're going close to
made it.
26 minutes.
Let's do it.
I love you. Stay safe. Stay clean. Please keep a positive mind frame and optimistic spirit. And if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe for future content.
You got this, guys.
I'm going to utilize this time to make more Words from the Wise videos. So if you got any topics you want me to discuss, feel free. I'll talk about anything. Love you guys.
Hey.